All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm with Ben again. It's good to see you after the World Cup.
I didn't want it to end. I never wanted it to end. I'm still
Oh,
sad.
really?
Still sad. I wish it was every weekend.
Hmm. Let's talk about Chelsea, Manchester City. Arsenal currently they are 8 points above Manchester City, and any Arsenal fan would definitely support Chelsea to steal points from Manchester City, maybe lose or a draw. That's Chelsea winning and City losing or a draw. So, what's your analysis for that game, Chelsea Manchester City?
Like the thing is, it's one of those games where because Chelsea are not playing well at the moment, they're gutless. They're just gutless
Yeah,
about them at the moment. They may as well not even be in this title race. But it's one of those games where, like, I could see a draw. I can see a draw in that game, like a 0-0 draw even. But I don't know. Like at the moment, I don't think Graham Potter at Chelsea really knows what he's doing because I'm really pissed off because they keep putting Ziyech on the bench, man. Like, what is wrong with you? This is a World Cup semi-finalist, man. He was like,
oh, your Moroccan brother.
Ziyech. I was so upset when he went to Chelsea, but I'm just like, you leaving Ziyech on the bench. No wonder nothing's happening for you. You brought him on, what was it, like last 15 minutes in the last game against Nottingham Forest. He changed the game. He changed the game. That right hand side is just was a problem for them. Against Nottingham Forest, you leave Ziyech on the bench. It just beggars belief. I don't understand what he's doing. But Graham Potter's logic aside, I don't know, man. It could be a draw. Listen, Man City win. That's what everyone would be touting for, Man City win. But I don't know. I can just see a draw in that game.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say a draw.
But form wise, performance, squad depth, City are actually the favorites to win.
Yeah.
Although Chelsea, I think Chelsea they are at home.
Yeah, they would be favourites to win because obviously they got the firepower. Chelsea don't seem
Yeah,
to have that firepower at the moment.
they've
The
been so bad recently. Yeah, true, true, true,
bench
true.
as well, Man City's bench as well. It's ridiculous that they just can bring on people like Foden and that. And it's just nonsense. But yeah, I'm just gonna say 0-0 draw because maybe because of yesterday's game. I was very disappointed with yesterday's game, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go 0-0 draw in that game.
The Arsenal Newcastle is actually different because both sides currently are good. But with Chelsea, Man City at the moment, I think Man City is actually way better than Chelsea in
Yeah,
terms of performance. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you. It's only because it's such a weird season this season. You can't call any results.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, man. I don't know. I mean, on the face of it, in a normal season, Man City win 2-0. But in this season, who knows? Chelsea could even win it. Who knows, man? I couldn't call it, but I'm gonna just say 0-0.
Okay. So, but as an Arsenal fan, you should actually want Chelsea to win. So the gap between Man City will be increased.
First of all, as an Arsenal fan, you never want Chelsea to win ever, unless it's absolutely pivotal to our progression and result. So if Chelsea had to beat Man City for us to win the league, then yes, I want Chelsea to win. But I never want Chelsea to win because I'm surrounded by too many Chelsea fans. So
But then the points between Arsenal or Man City will be increased if Chelsea wins or draw the match. So you should be on Chelsea's side.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I would listen. I would prefer Chelsea to win, but I won't say it out loud.
Okay, so do you see anything happening, going wrong? Like the own goal we saw against Liverpool, things like that, officiating, like just anything
I
unusual happening tomorrow from both sides.
don't know what all these referees bottles of water, man, but there's something wrong with them at the moment. So you can never account for these referees. They have their own agendas and their own minds, man. So you can never account for that. I don't know. Look, Haaland just keeps scoring. It's very rare that he doesn't score.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all about, Newcastle yesterday did a really good job with keeping Martinelli out of the game by having at minimum 2 defenders on him every time. And that's what they're going to have to do against Manchester City if they want a result. They're going to have to focus everything on cutting out De Bruyne's service and completely shutting down Haaland's space. That's going to take at least 4 or 5 players. That's half the team. Bodies. So where their goals are going to come from, I have no idea. They're going to be way too busy trying to shut this Man City team down. Actually,
maybe they'll start Ziyech, and he can score the goals for you. I said maybe they will start Ziyech tomorrow.
They should start Ziyech tomorrow if they know what's good for them. He's on form. You don't bench a player who's playing well. It's just, and it's not like anyone else is doing a better job. Putting Mount on over Ziyech, the mind just boggles. It absolutely boggles.
Maybe he doesn't suit the coach's pattern for that game or at the moment.
Mount doesn't seem to suit anyone's pattern. He didn't suit the pattern in the World Cup. He didn't suit the pattern against Nottingham Forest. I mean, just know that Mount is not a good player. I'm sorry, but I don't see why they play Mount. I don't see why England persist to put him on. He's a good squad player, I guess. He's someone who can, leverage the ball and, he's basically a good brick wall. You can knock the ball against him and pass it to someone else. But as far as creativity and, decisiveness and I don't rate Mount at all. I'm so upset that how they're treating Ziyech. I really am. It's not good.
Oh, I get. But in recent games, we've been seeing Pep bench Foden and Cancelo.
Yeah.
Starting them. Yeah.
He's
just unpredictable. I don't know what he's going to do tomorrow.
It's called Pep Roulette, isn't it? It's Pep Roulette. If you play fantasy football and you have
I do.
Yeah, well, you know what it's like. Cancelo, best defender in fantasy football. Foden, one of the best midfielders in fantasy football, up the top. You buy them, they don't play.
True.
Hey, what the hell? But listen, that's Pep. It works for him. He knows what he's doing. The rotation system works. You can't really question that. If Foden's on the bench, Foden's on the bench. Cancelo's on the bench, Cancelo's on the bench. Gundogan's on the bench, he's on the bench. That bench could probably beat Chelsea's full squad.
True. All things being equal. True. Let's go back to your prediction. You said a goalless draw, right?
I'm going to go goalless draw, yeah. I just think that maybe if Chelsea can right their wrongs, I think they can frustrate Manchester City. If they can right their wrongs, I think they can frustrate Manchester City. Maybe I've still got the hoodoo and the monkey on my back from last night, but I've just got 0-0 in my head for this one. I just think it's going to be another... But who knows? Maybe it's going to be 4-0 Man City, and then I'll just look like an idiot.
Oh, really? I was going to ask players you think might likely score tomorrow. If you already said the goalless draw, but if there are going to be any goals,
Haaland for sure, isn't it? Haaland will definitely be amongst the goals because that's how Man City play now. They play to give him service so he can get. He can go a whole game touching the ball, 5 to 10 times, and he can go 10, 15 minutes without having a touch on the ball. But that's their strategy. Their strategy is route one to Haaland. Route one to Haaland is very easily obtainable. You got De Bruyne, you got Mahrez, you got players that are more than capable of putting a brilliant ball into the box. Haaland definitely on the score sheet. Foden, if he gets enough time. I don't know if they're going to start him. The annoying thing with Foden is I would have transferred him out of my fantasy football, but he's more valuable than when I bought him. So if I sell him, I'm going to reduce the value of my team. It's just a nonsense. How can you have a player on the bench for pretty much 50% of the season, yet still be at the top, still get goals. It's a nonsense. I don't know how they do it. That's like us keeping El Neni on the bench, but he's already bagged 10 goals this season. Doesn't make any sense. It's it's a luxury.
So you don't see any Chelsea players scoring at all?
No.
Ziyech,
Where from?
if he starts. Ziyech. How about Ziyech if he starts?
Ziyech is a serviceman. You know, he's not someone who's always going to score many goals. I mean, he did for Ajax, but the way Chelsea play, it's just all about that left foot service from the right hand side. So no, I don't see Ziyech scoring. I don't see Sterling scoring. I don't see Havertz scoring. I mean, who's Matt? There's definitely not going to score. Well, I say that now. He's probably going to get a hat trick. No, I don't see any goals coming from Chelsea. Couldn't score against Nottingham Forest. They were bottom of the table.
That game was 1-1, right? It ended 1-1.
It was 1-1.
Yeah.
I put it in my mind that they lost. Yeah, it was 1-1. Yeah, so they struggled to get a goal against Nottingham Forest. Yeah, I can't see any goals. There's no shines for me in regards to goal scoring. Not against City, anyway.
Well, this is football. Anything is possible. They might go and just maul City, maybe 4-0, 5-0. You know, I don't think that's possible anyway.
Obviously, I want Chelsea to win. You know, it would be great because we dropped points yesterday, so it would be good if Man City can drop some points as well. Again.
Anyways, it's almost here, so let's see what is going to happen in that game.
What's your prediction?
Oh my God, I actually want City to win. So City are the favorites to win. So maybe 2-1 or 2-0.
Okay.
That's
one biased prediction. I don't like Chelsea.
I have Haaland in my fantasy team. I don't have any Chelsea players, so
no,
they won't do me any good.
Koulibaly when they signed him, but they didn't play him for like 3 weeks. So I was like, okay, no more Koulibaly. I think he's a good player, but other than that, yeah, I'm gonna stick with 0-0. I'm gonna stick.
No. I definitely want Haaland to score, and I think my contenders, they've got some Chelsea players, so Chelsea scoring will actually bring me down in my FPL. So yeah. Anyways, it's football, so anything can happen. Just expect anything.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
We are agreed.
You said?
We are agreed that Chelsea are not winning this game.
I thought you said you want Chelsea to win, so Man City can drop points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But okay, that's the Arsenal part of you.
Yeah, it's a biased prediction.
But your main prediction is actually a goalless draw.
That's my prediction, a goalless draw.
Okay, it's fine. We'll get to see.
So yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
I'll talk to you after the match. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.